President's frequent encouragement that people get vaccinated. Where do things stand as far as the president deciding whether or not he will mandate that federal employees must be vaccinated or members of the military must be vaccinated, or would he work in conjunction with private sector employers who want to have those kinds of requirements for return to work?
Well, I wouldn't anticipate that we would be putting requirements on private sector companies, and I would expect that we would allow the space for them to put those requirements in place themselves or decide what is best for their workforces. Obviously, I don't have any update. There's no new information I can provide on any requirements as it relates to federal employees, and certainly as it relates to the military, we would rely on the advice and guidance of the Secretary of Defense.
So that's not something that's kind of in the works to consider whether the president would have that kind of a requirement?
I don't have any update on that at this point in time.
Does the president have a reaction to the indictments of 4 former police officers in Minnesota related to the George Floyd case and civil rights allegations against them?
Well, obviously, we have seen the reports, and we are watching any follow-up closely, but we don't have any specific reaction to the legal actions that were announced today. I will say that, again, it's a reminder, as was the verdict in the Chauvin case just a few weeks ago, that there's still more that needs to be done. Well, that was a moment of justice, certainly, that it is just the beginning, and it's a reminder of the need to put police reform in place through our legislative process and put those reforms in place across the country.
Thank you, Jen. Secretary Yellen said that the recovery would be bumpy and there would be different factors every month that contribute to it. What factors do you think led to what happened last month and the numbers dropping from an average of 500,000 to just over half of that?
Well, as Secretary Yellen said, I like saying that since she was just here, we look at monthly averages. We don't, it's one of the reasons why we don't celebrate and bring champagne and balloons in when the numbers are far above expectations, is because we know that that we have to look across a span of time and not overanalyze one particular month. So we look at it as across the course of 3 months, there was an average of 500,000 jobs that were created. The prior administration created an average of 60,000 jobs per month. So that certainly is a positive trajectory. In our view, as we look at this report, it's just a reminder, and our biggest takeaway is that it's going to take time and effort to heal the economy. It emphasizes the steep climb out from this economic crisis and the fact that more is needed. We need to do more because recovery for some, even when there are very high jobs numbers, is not recovery for all. And we will continue to advocate for moving forward with the American Jobs Plan as a result.
Thank you. President Biden just said that he was